Well, hello, amazing people. If you are watching this video for the first time, my name is David, a chemistry tutor for high school kids. And on today's video, we're going to be breaking down a topic known as the mole concept. It's one topic that students fear a lot, but we're going to be breaking down everything one step at a time. So without further ado, let's get into what we have for today's lesson and see if we can do justice to it. So let me start off today's lesson by asking you a few questions. Now on the screen right now, we have a few diagrams to buttress the points that I'm trying to pass across. Firstly, we have a crate of eggs over here. So now if I ask you, how do we buy eggs? Most probably you'll say we buy them in crates. And each crate contains what we call a dozen. And you know that a dozen simply means a group of 12 things combined together. If I also ask you, you're at a party and then drinks are to be served, how do they buy those soft drinks? Of course, they buy them in cartons. Usually, those cartons also contain a dozen, which is 12 pieces. Now, the question I'd like to ask at this point is, why do they do that? It is very simple because counting one by one is stressful. Imagine going to the egg seller's shop and saying, I'd like to buy 24 pieces of eggs. It is more stressful than saying, I'd like to buy two crates of eggs. That way, you have grouped those eggs into crate by crate, thereby making the numbers packaged into similar bits. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. Now, I brought this concept to be able to make you understand something. Imagine a chemist. Now we're talking about chemistry. Imagine a chemist that is trying to count atoms 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That will be absolutely difficult. Why? Number one, they are too tiny. You can't see them with your ordinary naked eyes. And secondly, there would be too many for you to count, even if you could see them. So instead of saying, now imagine this number that I have on the screen, you can't even begin to imagine what the pronunciation of this number will sound like. So instead of saying, I have this number of atoms, why not group them into a particular group that has just one name? That is what chemists have done. Instead of saying, I have this number of atoms, they just simply say, I have 1 mole. So just like dozen means 12, just like a pair means two, a mole is also a group of a particular number of things. And we're going to be seeing what that means. So what exactly is a mole? This is an introductory video where we're breaking everything down bit by bit. A mole is just a number. Simple as that. Just like when I say a dozen, I'm talking about 12. When I say a pair, I'm talking about two. When I say a mole, this number is what I am talking about. 6.02 multiplied by 10 raised to the power of 23. So whenever I have this number of particles, whatever it may be, whether it be an atom, whether it be molecules, whether it be ions, in as much as this is the number of particles that I have, what I simply say is I have 1 mole of those particles combined together. I hope you're following today's lesson. So what is a mole? A mole is simply a collection of 6.02 times 10 raised to power 23 particles, whatever the particles may be. Now that we've said that, let's proceed further into today's lesson. Now, you might be wondering, how did we even come about this concept? Well, all thanks to the scientist whose name is Amedeo Avogadro. He was the one who discovered this number 6.02 times 10 raised to the power of 23. He was the one who actually helped scientists understand the relationship between particles and gases. So in order to honor him, they used his name to identify this number. It is called the Avogadro's number. I'm sure you're enjoying every bit of today's lesson. So anytime you see this number in chemistry, 6.02 times 10 raised to the power of 23, just simply call it 1 mole of a substance. Okay, so chemists actually use it to count individual particles. So instead of saying, for example, we have 6 million atoms, we just simply count them or relate them in terms of the mole. Don't worry, we're going to be breaking everything into simpler bits and pieces as we progress in this lesson. By the way, this lesson is a series. Everything has been broken down into individual videos that will be talking about specific topics. So to round off today's video, I want you to think about money because when money is being talked about, you have the attention of people. Nobody goes to the bank, for instance, and says, I want to withdraw 1 million kobo. 1 million kobo sounds very plenty. Instead, we just simply say, I want to withdraw 10,000 naira. It is same value, better language. It compresses the number so that you can understand it better. So that is what mole does for chemistry. Instead of relating with atoms with large and huge numbers, we just simply use the mole to compress the number into something smaller that we can calculate and deal with. I hope you enjoyed every bit of today's lesson. Up next, we're going to be looking at the molar mass. I want you to stick around. It's going to be a jolly ride all through this topic. We're breaking everything down into simple bits and pieces. If you enjoyed this lesson, please do well to like, share, and subscribe for amazing content that I've got coming your way each and every single day. Until I come your way next time. My name's David, and stay blessed.